May I give you on to Sir Ivan for our presentation? Sir Ivan?
Yes, Kai. Again, good morning and welcome to our first online project knowledge seminar for Northwin Global City. And again, for those who are new, I also here we have lots of familiar faces. So again, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ivan De La Luna from Megaworld Astra Brokers Network. And together with me is Kai Indina. She's our broker coordinator. So we will be working hand in hand with you, with your team, and with your group for us to be able to help you in selling our newest project in Bulacan, which is Northwin Global City. And again, thank you very much for taking time of your busy schedule. Aside from that, I know it's not paano ba? Well, because of the pandemic, there are lots of challenges, but congratulations that you are here, even if we are online. It means that you are eager to learn and at the same time, eager to earn. So let's roar for 2022. And I will now start the presentation for Northwind Global City. I'm actually happy that we have lots of attendees from Bulacan, and I'm sure same with me, they are very excited with this project because this will be the first metropolitan and lifestyle hub for the province of Bulacan. Bulacan is silent for a very long time, and I believe it's a perfect timing for this province to bloom. All right. So the name of the project is Northwind Global City. So Northwind because it is located in Bulacan in the north, which is the gateway to North Luzon. Or if you are coming from Northern Luzon area, this will be the gateway to Metro Manila. In fact, ang sabi po nila, Bulacan is the natural extension of Metro Manila, which I agree. To be honest, when I first heard about this project, medyo hesitant po ako because I'm not familiar with Bulacan. Most of our projects are in, let's say, the south, like Cavite, and of course here in Taguig, here in Metro Manila. But when I first visit the area, when I use Skyway Stage 3 going to NLEX, which only take me around 20 to 30 minutes, I fell in love with the project right away. And I'm sure you will fall in love with this project as well. So going back, again, it's Northwind Global City, a global city reimagined, or this will be the new global city of the North. Ano ba yung word na global city, or what does global city means? Global city, just to give you an idea, it refers to a place or to an area that attract large foreign businesses and at the same time with related expatriate communities. So if there are lots of multinational companies or lots of foreign businesses, we can consider that place as a global city. Some of the world most renowned global city are New York, London, and Tokyo. Here in Southeast Asia, we have Hong Kong, we have Singapore, and here in Manila, we have Bonifacio Global City and Clark Global City. So if there are lots of foreign businesses, it doesn't matter how big or the size of the area, but if there are lots of foreign businesses and expat community, we can consider that place as a global city. And that's exactly what we are planning to Northwind Global City. Aside from that, there's 3 points should be present. Number 1 is large mass transit networks, which is present to our project, to Northwind Global City, because we are just along North Luzon Expressway. And at the same time, it is bounded by NLEX and MacArthur Highway. So later, I'll be sharing more information regarding our plan since we will connect NLEX and MacArthur Highway. We will also have station inside the township. I'm sure some of you or most of you are familiar with the North-South commuter railway train. So there will be a station inside our township or inside Northwin Global City. Next, it should be home or near to a large international airport. Malapit ba si Northwin Global City kay Naiya? Yes, it will only take 1 hour. Or malapit po ba tayo sa Clark International Airport? Yes, it will take around 45 minutes to 1 hour. But we will not focus on NAIA and we will not focus on Clark Global City because we all have the new Manila International Airport, which is located in Bulacan, Bulacan, and it will be just around 15 to 20 minutes drive from Northwind Global City. But there are lots of infrastructure projects coming soon, which will be make it more accessible to our project. And aside from that, we will have a prominent skyline. If you are using NLEX after, let's say, May Kawayan or Marilao Exit, mostly makita po natin is greenery, which is nice, which is good. But because of our project, in the future, you will see skyscraper or beautiful buildings, which will attract lots of people using NLEX or people from the north and will be beneficial to you and to your client. So I hope it's clear. And before I proceed with the next presentation, just want to make sure, Kai, that you can hear me loud and clear. All right, thank you very much. So I hope it's clear. I was able to give you some information regarding Northwind Global City. And just like what Kai said earlier, if you have any questions, feel free to use the chat section. The reason why we didn't invite too many brokers and salespersons is because we would like to make it more um, friendly, or it will be easier for you to ask questions. So we want to make sure that at the end of the session, you will be ready to sell our project. All right. So another information about Northwind Global City, and these are brand pillars of our project. I'm sure all of you are quite familiar now with Megaworld Corporation. Again, the developer is Megaworld Corporation. The name of the township is Northwind Global City. So si Megaworld, we are known for building a township, which means city within a city. So everything that you need will be just elevator button away from your unit. So we have lots of well-known development like McKinley Hill, where Kai is located, or where our temporary office is located. We also have McKinley West, Uptown Bonifacio, Eastwood City. We have lots of projects in Visayas like Cebu, Boracay. We also have projects in Bacolod, Iloilo. So most of our projects are township. We are not just developing a standalone condo. So we are building a city within a city, which is very beneficial, especially for those clients who are living and working at the same time during this pandemic. We have lots of messages from our client who are saying thank you because it's very convenient for them, especially during this hard time. So again, the brand pillars, number one is prime location. Northwin Global City is connected to major transportation networks such as NLEX and the new Manila International Airport. And I'm sure hindi ko na kailangang i-reiterate, but all of us are aware that in real estate, it is important to always consider location, location, location. So again, Northwind Global City, we have prime location. Next is a hybrid city. So we showcase the combination of historical and modern design from Europe and Southeast Asia. Later, we will be giving more information regarding this hybrid city. So because of the pandemic, there are lots of changes or there are lots of upgrade that we consider when we conceptualize this project. But just to give you an idea, historical and modern design, because we are offering shop house. Shop house lots originated in Southeast Asia, particularly Singapore. So shop house, they can build up to three-story condo. The ground floor and second floor, they can use it for commercial or for businesses. The third floor, they can use it for residential or offices. So later, we will be providing more information regarding shop house and why Northwin Global City is a hybrid city. Third and most important is sustainability. So Northwin Global City is a modern city with green open spaces and a reduced carbon footprint. We actually focus on walkability or pathway or big and wide pathway so people can walk from one place or to point A to point B. So there is no need for them to ride a car or use a car. I think that's the vision of Sir Andrew Tan, our chairman. We want you to maximize your time spending with your family instead of, let's say, wasting your time in traffic or in driving. So everything is within your reach. That's actually the concept or the township concept, which is live, work, play, learn. And right now, we also incorporate green architecture, or because of the pandemic, we also allotted green spaces. The fourth and another important is innovative investment opportunities. So this development will provide solutions to the modern problems in the post-pandemic era. I know there are lots of businesses that suffer because of the pandemic, but we consider, and at the same time, Northwin Global City, this will be pandemic-proof township project. Next page, guy. Do we have any questions so far? All right, wala naman po. So we have 46 participants right now. And again, thank you very much for joining us. I'll be giving some information about Northwin Global City in numbers. So please remember this number. Number one is 28, or this is 28 Megaworld Township. We have around 28 township, and I am saying this because it gives you how should I say that? It give credibility, and at the same time for you to be aware, or your clients be aware, that we are in the business for almost 30 years. We have lots of businesses, so this is something to celebrate, and at the same time, it will boost and it will make your client confident with the developer or with Megaworld Corporation. So we have lots of project na, and Northwin Global City is our 28 township. Next number is 85 hectares. That refers to the total land area of Northwin Global City. So again, it's 85 hectares, but I believe there will be some addition pa in the future since there are still ongoing negotiations. If you want to know, or if you want to visualize or imagine how big is 85 hectares, just imagine McKinley Hill, which is 50 hectares. And then across is McKinley West, which is around 34.5 hectares. So if you will total McKinley Hill and McKinley West Township, that's around 84.5 hectares. So our Northwin Global City project will be almost same that size for the meantime. But we are hoping that there will be future development pa. But again, 85 hectares, it's already a big development. Next is 98 billion capital expenditure. This refers to the amount or budget that the company will allot to develop this area. So again, we will be spending 98 billion, which means this is a big project. So again, 28, 85, 98. All those numbers have number 8, which is a lucky number. May singit ko lang, Kai. And then sa baba is of course 2020. We are 20 kilometers away from Metro Manila. And aside from that, we are 20 minutes away from the new Manila International Airport for the meantime. But again, there will be lots of development pa in the future. So 20 kilometers away from Metro Manila, again, Bulacan is the natural extension of Metro Manila. When I attended as well the webinar of Philippine Daily Inquirer, one thing that Mark in my mind is you can reach Bulacan by land, by air, and by sea. So I think there are few provinces or there are few areas here in our country, considering our geography, that you can reach by land, by sea, and by air. And that's Bulacan. One is Bulacan. By land, NLEX, konting drive lang po yan from Manila. Or if you're from Baguio, La Union, it's a easy drive because of NLEX, SETEX, or TPLEX. You can reach it by air as well because of the new Manila International Airport, and by sea because there will be coastal project as well in the future, just like Bataan from Mall of Asia. There are some private yachts or some boats that you can use to go to Bataan. And in the future, it will be available as well to Bulacan. All right, so again, those are the numbers: 28 township, 85 hectares, 98 billion. That's the amount that we will spend to this great township. Now, I'm sure all of you are asking, ang dami namang sinasabi ni Sir Ivan, pero saan po ba located si Northwin Global City? On your map right now is the Google Earth map showing North Luzon Expressway. I think Kai can help me. Ayan, Kai, thank you very much. So that road is North Luzon Expressway. And then the highlighted area in color blue, green, pink, that's our township, which is Northwin Global City, total of around 85 hectares. And then we also have MacArthur Highway. Ayan, thank you, Kai. So from NLEX going to MacArthur Highway, we will create or we will build a 30-meter road that will connect NLEX and MacArthur Highway. So that's one thing about our project. We are bounded by NLEX. NLEX will cater people from Manila or travelers from Baguio, La Union, Pampanga. And then MacArthur Highway, this will cater the Bulacan residents, the Bulacan business owners. So the MacArthur Highway, there will be a train station, and then we will also build a mall beside the train station. The train station will be grand since we are planning to pattern it to the Grand Terminal in New York. Ayan, Kai is showing to you where the train station will be located. And then the blue one is our mall. So I think, everyone is clear with the location of the project. Above is, I'm sure you notice a egg-shaped circuit, egg-shaped white. So that's the Philippine Arena. So we are 5 minutes before Philippine Arena if you are coming from Metro Manila. And then, of course, that's the road going to Pampanga, going to Tarlac, going to Baguio. And then sa west will be the Bocaue area, the Marilao area, and of course, the Bulacan for the new Manila International Airport. Sa baba po, which is south, will be Metro Manila, May Kawayan, Valenzuela. So it will only take you around 10 minutes from Balintawak entrance or exit. And then sa east is, of course, we have the San Jose del Monte, which is another progressive area in Bulacan. I think we are also near Villarica Road, which connect Marilao, Malolos, and Bocaue area to San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. And that's actually good thing about Northwin Global City. We are near Villarica Road, and there will be lots of infrastructure project in the future, so going to the other side of Bulacan will be easier. If you have any questions, feel free to send us a message, or you can use the chat box. May question na ba, Kai? Or wala pa naman?
None so far, sir.
All right, sige. So let's continue. So again, the location of Northwin Global City is bounded on either side by the North Luzon Expressway and Old MacArthur Highway, and will be bisected by the Manila-Clark Railway. So we are just 20 kilometers north of Metro Manila and can be accessed via Marilao exit of NX. I think we have a question from Miss Red. That's our plan. Let's see. All right, as of the moment, if you are going to the area, we will use Marilao exit. And it's very near to our project. But as you can see, ayan Kai, thank you. Ayan. Sa may pink area, sa may north wing, yung sa may east access, yan, that's east access. That area, when I visited last Friday, it's now, the construction is already ongoing since it's, all right, can you hear me now? Okay, sige. So that area, I think there will be direct access going to NLEX. So we are still waiting for the confirmation, but based on our map, so that particular area will be the direct access going to NLEX or coming from NLEX. And aside from that, if you're coming from the north, right after nyo pong mag-exit, that's already our township. Ayan, Kai. Thank you. So that's Marilao exit. And then along the exit, you will be able to enter our project right away. All right. Later po, we will be giving more information regarding the access coming or going to our project. Kai, let me know if there are some additional questions.
We have additional questions, sir, from Miss, hold on, Sir Aris de la Cruz. So from Sir Aris, if foreigner ang buyer, what are the possible options?
Okay, well, before I answer your question, Sir Aris, let me greet you belated happy birthday, sir. And going back to your question, sir, since as of the moment we are offering lots, I believe if they will put it under a corporation or if it will be under their business, they can go ahead and invest or purchase a lot. As long as it will be under their corporation registered here in the Philippines, or if they are married to a Filipino or Filipina, they can purchase a lot. Pero kung individual foreigners, wala pong business dito since we are offering commercial lots. So as of the moment, we cannot entertain them yet. Or if they want, they can wait for the residential condo that we will be offering soon. But if they are interested with our commercial lots, like for example, if you have POGO business owners or BPO business owners, I believe they are all listed and registered here. So as long as they have company or as long as their business is registered here, they can purchase our shop house or commercial lots. All right. On your screen as well is the New Manila International Airport. That's the artist rendition of the new airport, which will be ready around 2025 to 2026. And it is a project of San Miguel Corporation. And then on the other side is the North-South Commuter Railway train. So there are lots of phases for this project, but the main goal is to connect Clark and Calamba by 2025 to 2026. All right, next guy. Here, ito po yung access point namin. So let me go back dun sa question ni Miss Red. So east access is the one near North Luzon Expressway. So if you are coming from Pampanga North, not a problem because right after Marilao exit, there will be a 30-meter road going to our project, and it will be connected soon to Bocaue or to MacArthur Highway. If you notice as well, sa may Northwin Main Street, which is the commercial district, there is a access road. So we will give you more information regarding this particular road, but this is the development that is already under construction, or the construction is already in full swing. So we will give more information if there will be direct access right after Marilao exit. And then we also have the west access. So it will be along Socorro Road. And of course, it will be near MacArthur Highway. So the people from Bulacan, the residents of Marilao, Bocaue, if they want to visit the area, this will be their access road. For those who are from Bulacan, if you're familiar sa may Pure Gold, sa may Nissan, malapit po ito doon. So there will be lots of development in that area since the train station will be near that area as well, together with our lifestyle mall. So in the future, marami na po kayong mapupuntahan, or you will also experience the Megaworld lifestyle mall. All right, I think we're good with access points. So again, just to review, so we have west access and we have the east access. The east access is the access points from NX, and then the west access is the access point from MacArthur Highway. Next, Kai. All right. So ano ba yung mga andon, or ano bang meron sa Northwin Global City, or what we call the township components? So just like what I said earlier, so it's a township, which means city within a city. So I'm sure all of you are familiar with our live, work, play, learn. And right now, because of the pandemic, since everything is online, just like what we are doing, we added connect. So live, work, play, learn, connect. We also have townships with charts. So we even added live, work, play, learn, pray, connect. So those will be present in our project, which means we will have residential condo, we will have offices, we will have mall, we will have lots of open spaces. We will also have team shop house and commercial district, which is the project that we are offering right now. We will also have office towers and educational institutions. I believe there is also a plan to put a museum, and there will be lots of mixed-use commercial buildings by Megaworld Corporation, and of course, parks, open spaces, and civic spaces. But one thing that I like about Northwin Global City is the open spaces. We will allot around 40% of the area for open spaces. Another things or another points that we need to remember about Northwin Global City is the advantages of the location, which is NX, MacArthur Highway, and inside there will be train station. And this one will be positioned as a global business district of not just Bulacan, but the entire north area. One thing that I notice every time I visit Marilao or let's say Bocaue, every time I see some of our clients and brokers, there are times na I finish late and then I need to be on the area again in the morning or early morning. Wala pong masyadong hotel or wala pong masyadong accommodation in the area. So Northwin Global City will be a game changer, especially in that area, because this will open to different types of businesses. So again, there will be areas for a commercial business district, pedestrian shopping street, upscale mixed-use development, civic spaces, and community facilities. It will be designed with wide road network incorporating bicycle lanes and pedestrian-friendly streetscapes. And aside from that, it's a premium, or we will have premium on developments along major thoroughfares. So I'm sure every one of you is quite well equipped with the knowledge about the location and our plan sa Northwin Global City. All right. On your screen right now is the artist rendition of Northwin Global City, specifically Northwin Main Street. Baka naguguluhan po tayo. So just to give you an idea, Northwin Global City is the name of the 85 hectares project. And then inside Northwin Global City, we are offering commercial district, which is Northwin Main Street. And that's the rendition that we are showing on the screen right now. So the road is North Luzon Expressway. So in the future, if you will pass NLEX, you will see this type of building, which is Northwin Main Street. So this will be the future of Northwin Global City. You can see buildings that are fifth floor. So those are the commercial lots that we are offering. Those are mostly sa perimeter po. And then inside are lower, which is around three-story. And those are our shophouse lots. Siguro, since I already discussed that one, ano ba yung difference ng shophouse tsaka po ng commercial lots? Again, what we are selling are lots. So it's up to the buyer or to the client, sila na po yung magpapatayo ng building. We just need to follow a theme, which I will discuss later. But generally, for shop house lots, they can build up to three-story building. The ground floor and second floor can be used for commercial. Let's say, pwede po nilang parentahan sa retail shops, sa restaurants, sa banks, sa cafe. And then the third floor, they can use it for residential or for offices. Sa commercial lot naman po, since it's bigger, which is around 500 to 700 square meters, they can build up to 5-story. And that building, they can use it solely for offices or for a boutique hotel. Since as of the moment, wala pang masyadong hotel sa area, we are along NLEX, and most importantly, we are a minute drive to New Manila International Airport. All right, next guy. So the unique value proposition, mic check ulit, if you can still hear me loud and clear, Kai.
Loud and clear, sir.
All right, thank you. So the unique value proposition of Northwin Global City, number one is open spaces and green infrastructure, expansive sidewalks. Same with our McKinley Hill or with most of our townships, we will also have underground cabling for utilities. So wala po kayong makikitang mga wiring along the way. There will be storm water detention facility as well. I'm sure some of you, medyo first time, ano po ba yung storm water detention facility? This one is to answer most of our investors' concern about the area. Some of them are saying that Bocaue medyo flooded, especially if you are near, let's say, Hagonoy or Ubando or Paumbong, since it's near big rivers and at the same time sa sea. So some are concerns about the flood. The good thing is that we will develop a storm water detention facility. This is exactly the same with what we did sa Burgos Circle in the fort. So sa underground po or sa ilalim ng mga open spaces namin, it will have a storm water detention facility that can store water. So doon po muna pupunta yung tubig to avoid flooding. And then kapag wala na pong bagyo or let's say kapag everything is okay na, that's the time na we will release it to the, let's say, sa sea or sa big river. So flooding will not be a big concern or it will not be a concern if you have a property at Northwin Global City. We will also have central material recovery facility. So these are all part of sustainable living. And then we will have Township Operation Center, which means there will be security cameras 24/7. We will have security guard deployed 24/7, roaming around the area, which means it will be safe. And then we will also have fiber optic cabling. So those businesses who are planning to set up in our project, there will be no problem with the internet connection. And of course, we will have sewage treatment plan, intermodal transport terminal, biking network, and we will also incorporate green development like use of LED or solar powered street lights. All right. So let me proceed with the road network and sizes. So again, that's the development. That's Northwin Global City. The road in orange, so right after Marilao exit from NLEX, we will build a 30 meters wide road, which will connect NLEX and MacArthur Highway and dadaan po siya inside our developments. It will be a major road in the future. We will also have 16 meters wide road. The one in blue, malapit po siya sa may train station, malapit po sa mall natin. And then we will also have 15 meters wide road and 10 meters wide road. So our project is very accessible since we will create large or we will have lots of road network inside the township. Next, guy. All right, so we will now proceed with the property that we are offering. So I'm sure most of you are like me. Before or most of the time, I'm focused on selling residential condo and residential property. In my 10 years or 11 years with Megaworld Corporation, aside from New Coast Boracay, since we are given opportunity as well to sell the property way back 2004 or 2005, I think this is the first time again that we will be offering commercial property. So if you are same with me who are not yet familiar with commercial property, hope this will help you a lot. So this will answer the question, why invest in commercial property like the shop house and commercial lots that we are offering? Well, it's a great way to generate rental income for investors. Many business owners also find it to be a great way to save your business thousands of peso in annual rental expenses. Ano po bang ibig sabihin nun? If you have client who are running a business and their business is doing good, but if they are currently renting or let's say if they are leasing a commercial property, baka it's a perfect opportunity or perfect time for them to own their business address, to own their very own commercial building. So it will help them to save a lot from rental expenses, and at the same time, they will have a commercial property, or they will have a asset. Instead of just renting, they will have their own property. Um, when we launched this property way back, or last year, November, parang ang tagal na, pero we started selling the property around third week of November. I'm sure some of you na panood na po already watched the YouTube vlog of Sir Kevin L. Tan. When he launched that vlog, medyo na-push po kami to open or to sell the property since there are lots of buyers already. Those buyers are existing tenants of Megaworld sa mga township po namin. So when they learn that finally, instead of leasing, they can own a property in Northwin Global City for their business, so they automatically reserve a unit. And that's the reason why we have limited lots available. Another thing, or another investment opportunity that I suggest is buy and self-use. So here, your client will save on rent and have the benefit of self-utilization while also getting value appreciation. Just like what I said earlier, if you have a clients who are currently renting or spending thousands of pesos or millions for the property that they are using, baka since we are licensed broker or since we are trusted partner of that particular client, baka it's time for you to give them a call right after our session today. You can call them, sir, I attended a webinar, or let's say Megaworld have a new project where you can build a, let's say, um, a three-story commercial building, or a five-story commercial building perfect for your business. So baka you want to consider this property. So hope you are creating your list right now of possible clients that we can we will be offering for our Northwin Global City project. Second is buy and lease. So this offers regular income and long-term value appreciation. While I'm doing my research as well about commercial property, one thing that I realized, or one thing that I learned about residential and commercial property, sabi nila residential is parang kiddie, or parang you're starting for real estate investment. Now, if you have lots of residential real estate investment already, baka it's time for you to diversify. Sabi nga nila, don't put your egg in one basket. So baka you have clients who would like to try, or who would like to invest in commercial property, especially during this time. There are parang it's pandemic, so investing, we have some clients who are doing Airbnb because of the work from home setup. The demand for tenants are not the same with the demand before the pre-pandemic. That's actually the good thing about commercial property. It will be long term, and it will demand lower turnover expenses for the client. Because like for example, they can simply buy a property. So aside from the appreciation that they will be getting, if they have if they are able to get a property that will lease the lot, so sitting pretty na po sila, they will just wait for the monthly rent of the client, since it will be the leasing who will construct the building. So that's actually one thing that we can point, or we can discuss to our clients. Third one is buy and sell. So we have two types of buy and sell, short term and long term. So buy and sell, this is generally for quick, medium profit. The typical property is under construction and sold at a profit on completion, or if they want, they can do long term. Siguro the basic or the example that I can use is with our McKinley West village. When we started selling McKinley West in 2010, 2011, the price per square meter is only 75,000 pesos per square meter. But right now, it's almost 300 to 350,000 pesos per square meter. So we have lots of repeat buyers from McKinley West investors because ang nangyari po that time before turnover, they are already flipping the property for around 200 to 250,000 pesos per square meter. And those who waited pa, those who hold their property for long term, especially now na most people are into big spaces. Right now, the selling price of our lots is around 300 to 350,000 pesos per square meter. So you can also do buy and sell, or you can also explain this to your client. And that's the reason I think why we have lots of brokers as well who purchase property or who invested in our shop house and commercial lots because they already know the trend for Megaworld properties, just like Northwin Global City. All right, so I hope everything is clear. I believe we have some question. Kai, can you help me with the question?
Yes, sir. We have 3 questions so far. So for our first question is from Sir Alfred Ramos. Is there going to have a schedule for site orientation?
Good question, sir. We don't have any schedule yet for group on-site presentation because of the pandemic. But we are planning to do that since the construction is already in full swing sa Northwin Global City. But just to give you an idea, I can already go to Bulacan if you have client, if they want to check the site. That's what I highly recommend and suggest. If you want to visit the area, it will be better if you will bring a client. But just in case, let's say if your team would like to check the area, we can do that naman po. We can schedule um, visiting the site. If you need van, we can do some requests as well. But of course, there will be some conditions and there will be some restrictions lang. Like for example, it will be better if fully vaccinated po yung mga isasama natin. And yeah, I highly recommend to invite your clients if you have prospect now, because to be honest, it's more convenient now going to the site, unlike November and December. Just to give you an idea, after ng site tripping ko with a client, talagang yung leather shoes namin color black na up to the knee area ng pants because wala pa kami mapuntahan sa area. But now there's already a platform. We can show you the area already. So yep, feel free to invite your client. We will be more than happy to help and assist. We are also looking for a co-working area in Marilao that we can use as a temporary office. So every time if there are immediate requests for, let's say, site orientation or clients who wants to check the area, we can go or we can assist you right away. So for client site tripping, we can already assist you. If you want to schedule with your team, please don't hesitate to message us so we can schedule it.
Okay, so we have next question, sir, now from Quinil Valencio. Is Shophouse CCT? So I think if my title po ba yung Shophouse, if that's from what I understand dun sa kanyang question.
Yes po. What we are offering are lots, regardless kung shop house or for commercial. So you will be receiving your title po. These are titled property.
Okay, and last question from Sir Alfredo Ramos again. In what stage can be the investors build the 3 to 5 stories? Is it for full payment of lot?
Yes po. Once the unit or once the lot is turned over and at the same time it is fully paid, that's the only time that we can allow construction po sa property. So there are lots of option naman. Later, I will, well, sabihin ko na siguro, the turnover date for this property is May 2026 plus 6 months grace period. So on or before, or I think the balance, the remaining balance will be required by May 2026 or on or before November 2026. There are lots of option naman, like for example, client may pay in cash, they may do bank financing or in-house financing. So once they are okay with those requirements or with full payment, they can already start the construction. So later, I'll be sharing information about the restrictions and guidelines as well. And thank you for correcting me, Ms. Red. Yes, it's a transfer certificate of title.
Okay,
Kai,
we
do we
have
have
one
additional
last
question?
question, sir. So when did we
Mhm,
launch? This is from Sir Jot, I think.
mhm.
When did we launch the project, and do we have any sales or marketing promos to offer discounts and the likes?
Yes, we actually, when we started selling this project, we are doing soft selling for this project already. We started third week of November. We are offering 145 lots only, and as of the moment, medyo konti na lang po yung available. So again, the question is if we are already selling, Kai, tama ba?
When did we launch the project? And are there any
Okay.
promos?
Yes, we are doing soft selling already for the project. We don't have grand launch yet because of the pandemic situation, but we are already offering or we are already doing soft selling for this project. And yes, we have ongoing promo, which Kai will discuss later. But just to give you an idea, we are offering no down payment for as low as 50,000 pesos per month for shop house lots. And we are also offering great discounts if your client are planning to put down payment or pay in cash. We have lots of payment terms that will cater their needs and requirements. Next, Kai. All right. So again, earlier I discussed for the difference between shop house and commercial lots. So hi, Ma'am Venice. The license to sell is already ongoing. We're working on that one po. That's the reason why we are doing soft selling for this project. But within this month, we are hoping that the license to sell will be ready na po. I Here is the artist rendition of Shop House. I believe this is a shop house. So it's up to 3-story. The ground floor and the second floor, they can use it for commercial and for different types of businesses. Meron lang po tayong mga disallowed na businesses, which I will discuss later as well. So this is our concept. In between, there is green or there is pathway for shoppers, for clients, for customers. And then sa likod po, there are roads. So parang uh, ang ganda nung concept ni Shop House and ni commercial district since wala pong sayang, walang likod. Kasi that in front, people will be passing or people will be walking. And then sa likod po, our target are the road users or the people driving. And I think we have rendition of the hotel as well. Here, this is the rendition of the hotel. So they can build hotel and office building. So they can build up to 5-story, and then there will be green plaza in front. Siguro, just to help you to visualize our plan, just think of a high street, but this one you can own the property. You don't need to lease or rent. So there will be park in front, and then sa likod po will be roads right away. All right, next guy. Hi, Sir Albert. Yes, definitely there will be residential condo. We are actually, yeah, I think within this year, because there's already a big demand for Northwin Global City. So that would be our next target or next project, residential condo. So this is perfect for those clients who just want to who want to invest in residential property. So we are in the process of conceptualization already for our residential project, and soon we will be offering residential condo. But for the meantime, I highly recommend to offering our commercial lots, because that will definitely help you, valued brokers and partners. Imagine for shop house lots, the price is around 30 million. And I believe our shop commercial lots is around 60 to 70 million. So ang gandang buena mano for 2022 if you will be able to sell at least one lot po ni Northwin Global City. You're most welcome, Sir Alberto. I think we also have another question pa before I proceed with the infrastructure that will be happening in the neighborhood. Okay, or I can proceed na.
Hi sir, kanina tanong ni Miss Venice D is if meron bang manning opportunity for Northwind Global City. And for Sir Danny naman,
Okay.
ang question niya is, in terms of inventory, what is the percentage of unsold lots?
Sige. Siguro you can answer the inventory, Kai, later pa naman. But I'll be checking our availability as well. Medyo mabilis po yung lote natin. So from time to time, nag-change po siya. Going back to the question of Miss Venice, yes po, we are offering money opportunity, Ma'am Venice. So if you want to join, again, we will be more than happy to partner with you. I think our next schedule will be on February 12. It will be Saturday, pero hindi pa po siya sa Bulacan. It will be here in our McKinley Hill and Uptown Bonifacio Township. Actually, magandang idea po yung ginawa nyo. I mean, yung question nyo, Ma'am Venice, because just to give you an idea, when I visited the area last Friday, syempre nag-video po ako doon. Along Service Road, there are lots of clients na medyo tumitigil, and they are asking kung ano yung gagawin or what's the plan. Unfortunately, I don't have any flyers, but I was able to get their email address and contact details. So we will be recommending as well to our admin and events department to at least provide, let's say we can do flag down, but those are our plans for 2022. For just in case, valued brokers and partners, if you know a event in Bulacan, or let's say if you know a area where there are lots of foot traffic or there are lots of potential clients, feel free to send us proposal so we can get approval for that one. Like for example, for Allwell, I know that you are all based in Bulacan. So if you have some particular place that you want to man, um, that you want to put a nakalimutan ko na kaya anong tawag, booth. Yan, medyo matagal na kasi tayo hindi nagmamaning. If you want to put a booth, we can provide you naman with all, let's say, table, chairs, banners. We can also do some arrangement with the payment. So let us know po. And then, of course, that's one of our plan to have a station along Service Road ni Marilao. So people who are visiting the area will have information or we will be able to offer our project. All right, so we will keep you posted soon. And don't forget to always, let's say, visit our Facebook page or feel free to call me or Kai so we can give you updates about the developments in Northwin Global City. All right, so I will now discuss the different infrastructure, private and government infra projects that will definitely boost the location of the area. So why is infrastructure important? So I think this one is not new to all of us, valued brokers and partners, especially the Build program, and how important accessibility or major roads. So just to give you an idea, improve highways, air travel like airports, seaports, and railways would help improve the flow of goods and services. Since we are offering commercial ads, so this will be perfect for those business owners, making investment and logistics better and more seamless. And aside from that, a study found that infrastructure, including transportation, utilities, and telecommunications, is the most important factor influencing real estate investment and development decisions in the cities around the world. So for Northwin Global City, I'm sure some of you are familiar already, but here are some of the infrastructure projects in Bulacan. Number one is New Manila International Airport. I think we have around 10, but I'll be discussing the important lang po or will have direct impact on our location. So again, the New Manila International Airport, it's a 15 billion US dollars or around 736 billion projects. And it will have 4 runways, 8 taxiways, and 3 terminals. And it can handle around 100 million passengers per year once fully completed. I believe their target completion date is around 2025. Sabihin po natin, there will be some adjustment because of our current situation. So it will be around 2025 to 2026. I think 100 million passengers is still the same number by that time, considering our situation, since some study shows that everything will be back to normal by 2024. So again, the New Manila International Airport is just 20 minutes drive from North Luzon Expressway. Another inside tip, they are planning, definitely they will connect it to North Luzon Expressway. So they will be building a airport expressway as well. It will be around 8-kilometer elevated and sa taas po siya ni Northwin Global City. So aside from the train station, there will be airport expressway as well na malapit lang po sa Northwin Global City. This one is already ongoing, or I think nag-open na po siya, especially for those people from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. So the MRT7, which is a 23-kilometer elevated railway, um, line with 14 stations from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan to MRT 3 North Avenue. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think nag-start na po yung operation nila or almost ready na po sila. So from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, going to MRT 3 will be easy as 1, 2, 3. And we included this infrastructure in our presentation because there are plans to extend MRT 7 to North Luzon Expressway area or to Malolos area, and I mean to the North-South commuter railway train. All right, next. And then this one is the Tutuban Malolos Railway Project, which are all part of the North-South Commuter Railway Train or the Clark-Calamba Railway Train. So medyo mahaba po siya since it will connect Clark to Calamba. So this is the first phase from Tutuban to Malolos. And then I think the next presentation will be Malolos to Clark. So Tutuban to Malolos, which means ito po yung station na magkakaroon tayo sa Northwin Global City. From those people from Bulacan, it will be in Tabing Ilog area. Tabing Ilog area. If you visit that area, you can already saw the elevated post for the railway. Next guy. Here is the Malolos Clark Railway Project. So again, this is still part of the North-South Commuter Railway Project. So that is around 163 kilometer long. And this project will be financed by Asian Development Bank, and it will be elevated if you are passing sa may Malolos area. Makikita nyo na rin po yung ongoing construction, which is already in full swing. So again, this will connect Malolos to Clark. Clark is also a very special area since there are lots of businesses. But as far as I know, I do have one client of mine inform me that most, if not all, property in Clark are for lease only. So basically, if they want to own a lot, commercial lots in North area, so their only option is Northwin Global City. All right, hope everything is clear. And then these are additional infrastructure projects in Bulacan. First one is the Pulilan-Baliwag Diversion Road. We also have the Ciudad de Victoria Interchange Bypass Road. I think ito po is already open. So it's, let me check. Yeah, I think nadaanan ko na po to. So from MacArthur Highway, especially if you are in Bocaue area, you can use this road. Ayan, thank you, Ms. Red. You can use this road going to NLEX. So basically, if you're coming from the north, mauuna po to going before si Northwin Global City. All right. And then we also have the 4-lane Angat Bridge along Plaridel Bypass Road. So I'm sure most of our brokers from Bulacan are quite familiar with this township. And I'm so happy and excited for you. Finally, the sleeping giant of the north, which is Bulacan, is now rising. So another infrastructure development is San Jose del Monte, or the DRT, the Doña Remedios Trinidad Bypass Road. DRT is always, if you're car camping in Tushas, there are lots of beautiful places that you can visit in Doña Remedios Trinidad. And then we also have the Pandi Bypass Road project, and we also have the San Rafael, San Ildefonso, San Miguel Bypass Road. So lots of development are happening in Bulacan. So it will be best to invest in Bulacan. On my screen are additional information. Uh, Contact details ko pala to. Sorry, Kai. So you can do screenshot. So just in case if you have any questions, if you need further assistance with your client, please feel free to inform me and I'll be more than happy to help and assist you. Going back to your question, Miss Red, not all po will traverse or will have direct impact sa ating township, but it will be all connected. It will be all connected. So it will somehow impact as well the location of our property. All right. So let's proceed with the restrictions and guidelines, Kai. And then after that, we can discuss to them the payment terms.
Sir, before we proceed with our restrictions, we can have a picture muna for our
Yes, please.
brokers. Yes, so let's
Sige.
open our cameras muna for our brokers for us to see your beautiful faces. Kahit medyo gloomy ang ating weather, pero you made us feel alive. O, di ba? May pa ganon. Dahil nandito kayo with us today. Kasama ang si Sir Ivan, us, and the whole Megaworld Brokers Network family. Ayan, I see familiar faces, pero maraming, nakakatuwa na mas maraming new faces. So I hope ito ang mga bagong face ng ating millionaires. Right, Sir Ivan, di ba? Kasi the more you learn, the more you earn.
Yes, Kai.
Ayan. Okay, so let's have our picture taking. So first muna, smile lang tayo kasi we have 3 pages. We have a big crowd today. We have 60 crowds. So smile lang muna tayo kasi we don't know kung nasan page tayo. Okay? So for page 1, smile. Okay, next for page 2. Keep smiling lang ating brokers. Ayan. Hold on. Okay, smile brokers. Okay, last slide tayo. Last page, smile. Okay, thank you so much. So we now proceed to Sir Ivan's. Hold on, let me share my screen.
Sure.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, Sir Ivan, go ahead.
Thank you, Kai. So I'm sure all of you are quite familiar already with Northwin Global City. And then we will now give you more information about the restrictions and guidelines sa mga building, let's say shop house or office or boutique hotel na ipapatayo po ni client. On your screen right now is the artist rendition for Northwin Global City. I believe this one is if you are coming from MacArthur Highway. So the road is the Socorro Road. And then yung nakikita nyo po na, yan, thank you. Yung, ayan, that's the train station. Thank you very much, Kai. And then beside of the train station is our lifestyle mall. So this will cater mostly people from Bulacan, the local tourists as well, people from Malolos, Hagonoy, Obando, even May Kawayan, Valenzuela. So we have a big mall. And then, of course, we will have residential condo and we will have offices as well. Next, Kai. So again, the name of the commercial district that we are offering right now sa Northwin Global City is Northwin Main Street. So I think this one is around 15 to 16 hectares. And this will be patterned or our inspiration is the Fifth Avenue in New York, around 15.9 hectares. And we will be offering around 31 lots and we will also offer shop house lots. Right now, well, Kai, while I'm doing the presentation, please check our inventory. Thank you. But just to give you an idea for shop house lots, we will be offering around 113 lots. So on your screen right now is the site development plan for Northwin Main Street. The lots in pink color are shop house lots, so they are inside. And then the lots in orange color are our commercial lots. So we only have 31 commercial lots, and I think we have few units or few lots left. And then for shop house lots, we also have few lots left. Next, guys. All right, so these are some additional information about Northwin Main Street. These are the reason why we choose to name it Northwin Main Street, global name, and then Northwin branding, it adds value and easy to pronounce. All right, so these are the restrictions for shop house and commercial lots. Our theme is modern French architecture. That's the reason why our project is hybrid city, because it's a mix of European and Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia because of shop house. And then our theme is modern French architecture. So it is inspired by Champs-Élysées in Paris, France. It's a pedestrian-friendly green space. It aims to become an extraordinary garden. So Northwin Main Street will become a district of splendor. Well, some of you, I think, already familiar with the modern French architecture. This is present already with some of our projects, like for example, Eastwood City. Some of the buildings here are modern French inspired. And if you go to, let's say if you visit Paris, France, andun kami kahapon, joke lang. Pero just to give an idea, I was given an opportunity to visit this area because of Megaworld. Ang ganda po ng area, like for example, Champs-Élysées is actually a big or a long road that will lead you to Eiffel Tower. Pero since there are lots of shops, high-end brands, there are lots of people walking because of big pathway. Hindi po kayo mapapagod na maglakad. And I think that's our inspiration for this project. All right, next. So again, it's around 15.9 hectares, and then 44% will be open spaces. It will be allotted for parks, roads, and alley. So I think we have bigger site development plan. Kai, let's show to them the bigger yan. Thank you. So as you can see, yung mga lote po natin sa harapan is it's either green plaza or alley, which means daanan po ng tao. And then sa likod will be daanan po ng sasakyan. So again, I'll be using High Street area again. I think that's also what we are planning to do here. But of course, we will upgrade it. And at the same time, the best part is you can own the property here. Next guy. All right, so these are the lot sizes for shop house and for commercial lots. But I believe as of the moment for shop house lots, our available are mostly 280 square meters above. And then we also have commercial lots, which is around 550 square meters. We'll be sharing to you the availability. And then, next guy. Here, ito po yung sinasabi namin. So this is a example of shop house lot. So in front, there will be promenade or alley. And then sa likod po, there will be a sidewalk or service road. I think it's not correct to use the word likod kasi you can also use that space, yung rear side, you can still put a entrance there to cater the people or the cars passing by. So sa harapan po are our target are the people walking. And then sa likod po or sa rear, our target are the people driving. So we will have promenade and then we will have alley. Same with commercial lot. So it's bigger naman po kung sa shop house lot is promenade. Sa harapan po or sa frontage will be green plaza. It's a landscape plaza. Perfect if you are planning to put alfresco area. And then sa rear side, there will be a road. So it will target the car passing. Actually, there are lots of lots as well, pero medyo sold out na yung corner lot, which means almost three side po yung madadaanan. So those are the lots that eventually na-sold po right away. Next, guy. All right, so I think we're done with this one. Let's proceed with the restrictions. So here, the allowable and disallowed uses. So for shop house lots, we recommend or we will allow retail, food and beverages, office, boutique hotel, and outpatient clinics. Ang hindi lang po pwede are funeral homes, mechanical shops, car wash, casinos, or any integrated development. Sa commercial lots naman po, ang pwede are office and boutique hotel building. Hindi po allow ang residential building or condo since we will offer a residential condo as well. And then there will be no casino or any gambling facility. And then restaurant and retail use is allowed up to maximum of 30% of lot area. I think we have some question coming in from Ms. Red. Kung hospital po, it should be outpatient clinics. Like for example, siguro Medicard, like say in McKinley Hill, we have Healthway, yung mga precision po. So as long as it will be outpatient, it will be allowed po. You may also screenshot this one for your reference, but we will be sending details as well to your respective email. So feel free to message or to chat your email address as well. Our beautiful broker coordinators will take note of your email address so we can send you details and sample computations. Next, guy. Ayan, medyo techy na po tayo dito. So for shop house and for commercial lot, the ground floor, the required front setback is 3 meters. And again, for shop house, they can build up to 3-story, subject to building height and FAR or foot area ratio restrictions. For commercial lots, subject to building height and FAR restrictions as well. The maximum building height is 16 meters for shop house lots. And then for commercial lot, the maximum building height is 25 meters. And again, applicable to FAR and CAAP restrictions. I believe CAAP refers to civil help. But this one is something related to the civil aeronautics since we are near to the airport po. Civil aviation, balikan ko po kayo. Balikan ko kayo. And
Sir,
then,
may sagot
for the
na
building,
ako. Civil
sige.
Aviation Authority of the Philippines.
Oh, yun, tumama yung civil ko. Civic ba? Civic ba?
Civil,
Okay,
sir.
sige,
Iba yung civic. Kotse yun.
Civil? Okay, sige, sige. Thank you, Kai. And then for the building height, ground floor should be at least 6 meters floor to floor. And then attic is allowed sa shop house lots as long as it shall not be more than 50% of the building footprint. And then attic po is not allowed sa commercial lots. Next, guy. The architectural theme, again, it should be modern French architecture. As long as may touch po siya ni French or modern French, I think we will be getting approval for that one. Hindi lang po talaga pwede, like for example, we will be using, let's say, materials na, let's say, medyo Filipino-inspired. So yun po yung mga hindi natin i-allow. And then again, ground floor and second floor should be for commercial use. And then third floor will be for residential use. And for commercial lots, all floors should be exclusive for commercial use, either office building or boutique hotel. Single structure only is allowed. And then we also have different setbacks. So sa front po, 1 meter for shop house, 3 meter for commercial lots. And then sa rear is 5 meters for both shop house and commercial lots. And then sa upper floor for shop house lots, it's 1 meter. And then sa commercial lots, no front setback po. We are also requesting for layout of, let's say, sample shop house building and commercial building. So once we have those details, we will be more than happy to share it to you, our valued brokers and partners. Next guy. All right, so the building footprint ratio, again, for shop house lots, maximum is 70%. For commercial lot, the maximum is 75%. Minimum is 50%. The minimum cost for construction for shop house lots is 10 million. For commercial lots, it's 15 million. And for the construction period, I think we made some changes with this one after hearing some of our investors' concern and because of our current situation. So for the construction, it should commence within 5 years. Hindi na po siya 2 years. So within 5 years after turnover of land. So let's say the project will be finished by 2026. So 2027, ayan Kai, thank you for counting. Anong years?
2031, sir.
2031, thank
Yes.
you. All right, which means on or before 2031, pwede na po silang magpatayo ng building or they should start the construction of the building. So this one is beneficial for those clients who are looking or who are planning to do buy and sell since they will have more time to flip the property. And aside from that, more appreciation period. So like for example, right now, if the price of our lot is around 100,000 pesos per square meter, by 2031, baka po barya na lang kay yun. So baka po by that time, the price of our property is around 300 to 500,000 pesos per square meter. Just to give you an idea, if you will buy a commercial lot in Bonifacio Global City, the price per square meter right now is around 1 million to 1.2 million. I believe yun na po yung current market price right now, pero hindi pa tayo sure sa title or sa mga documentations of those property. So if you have clients who are planning to buy a property in BGC, I highly recommend to open about Northwin Global City because they can get a property 10% for only 10% of their initial budget, since it's only 100,000 pesos per square meter, and they will not have any problems with the documentation. Construction should be completed no later than 5 years from date of turnover, which means 2031, so on or before. I think we need to check this one. I'll get back to you since we adjusted the construction period. So I think the turnover will adjust as well. So we'll get back to you regarding the construction period and the completion target date. But we highly recommend that, just like what of our investors are planning to do, by 2026, 2027, or even before pa, 2024, I'm sure by that time there's already a big demand for the area. So kung kayo po yung mauuna na makapagpapatayo ng commercial building, or again, kung kayo yung una makakapagtayo ng hotel, you will have big advantage since you are the only option. Like for example, if I want to rent a property at Northwin Global City, I will be building a coffee shop for those people who are traveling or who will be using New Manila International Airport. If nauna po, let's say, the commercial property ni Allwell, my only option is si Allwell. So of course, kung kayo lang po yung option, you can name the price or you will have lots of options. Going back to restrictions and guidelines, lot consolidation, if you are planning to buy 2 lots, it's allowed po. So only a maximum of 2 lots may be consolidated. A single lot may not be subdivided. Like for example, if the lot is 280 square meters and then planin yung i-divide into 180 and 100 square meters, that's not allowed po. But we can offer 2 lots po na magkatabi. And I believe we still have lots na magkatabi na pwede po natin i-offer sa mga client nyo. Consolidated lots may be subdivided provided that the area of the resultant land is not smaller than the smallest of the original lots. And then the original number of lots is not increased, and all lots resulting from subdivision have street frontage or access. Regarding fences are not allowed along the frontage and the sides, although plantings and hedges are encouraged. All right, and then allowed at rear, but must be a combination of solid and see-through material. I know medyo marami, but we are planning to give you layout or floor plan, just to give you an example or for us to be able to easily explain it to our clients. Next guy. Are we good? All right, parking. Let's go back. All right, so parking area is allowed only at the rear of the property. So again, yung rear po, ito yung daanan ng sasakyan. So we can put parking area. No parking allowed at building frontage since it will be allotted for green plaza, for promenade, or for pathway for people walking. So parking is not allowed in that area in the frontage. No carport allowed. And then quantity and size of parking must abide by building code requirements. All right. Auxiliary, this one is very important as well. So it may be located at the ground floor at the rear of the property and must follow prescribed setbacks. So this includes the refuse room, pump room, generator, the cistern, storage, and septic tank. And then incorporation of sustainable green building design elements, like for example, rainwater collection and the solar panel system are encouraged. Wag lang po windmill. Mukhang hindi maganda yung windmill. Basement parking, Ms. Red, I think hindi po siya allowed. But we can use the rear side of the building for parking. For the turnover date, it's May 31, 2026, plus 6 months grace period. And it doesn't mean that you will only see development by 2026 at Northwin Global City. Since knowing Megaworld, before po kami mag-turn over ng lot, normally nauuna po dyan si McDonald's. And of course, we will also have commercial areas, like for example, mall, like what happened sa Uptown Bonifacio. When we open the mall, when we open the offices, it really impacts the residential demands. So that's the reason why we have lots of buyers for our Uptown project. Same concept or same strategy that we will do sa Northwin Global City, since this one is proven and tested na, and we already master the township concept. For the shop house and commercial lots, again, these are some additional information before I end my presentation. We have the 10 infrastructure projects that I discussed earlier. We have the Live, Work, Play, Learn Township, and then the multifunctional lots, which means especially the shop house lots. Ako, I greatly appreciate the shop house lots. Kasi imagine you can build, I mean, we have lots of options that we can do sa shop house lots. You can use it for businesses, and at the same time, you can use it for residential. I mean, 280 lots. Let's say magpatayo po kayo ng building. Let's say you can use 250 lots, 250 square meter. That's almost a 3 or 5 bedroom unit. I think I also created a presentation regarding the advantages of having or owning a shop house lots. Kasi imagine, like for example, if you are living sa third floor, and then let's say if you are a business owner, or if your business is right down below lang ng residential floor niyo po, parang it will give you more advantage, more time for your family, more time for your business, so everything will be smooth. And aside from that, because of the pandemic, I know some of you are hesitant of offering residential lots. So this one, we are not just offering residential lots, we are also offering business lots rolled into one. So basically we have, or our clients have lots of options. And then the business lots, of course, there are only few developers who are offering commercial lots. So we highly recommend to take advantage or to offer Northwin Global City. And again, this is a great potential for Bulacanos, especially for our brokers and partners from Bulacan. Finally, we now have a global city in Bulacan. So I think that's it